Hello everybody, how's it going? We're nearing the end of October 2022. So as usual, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 favorite fragrances for the month. And just a quick reminder, this whole series is for me to document what scents I loved wearing during certain time periods. So when I look back in the future, I could say, wow, I loved wearing Ombre Nuit a lot in 2021. In 2022, I loved using salt and pepper. I just find that all to be very interesting. And if you're along on this journey with me, you're more than welcome. But for all the people that get really mad at seeing repetition on these best or favorite fragrance videos that I make, then you probably don't want to watch this one. And if I could just put my 2 cents in, if I was the viewer and if I wanted to see what somebody considered their best fragrances and they documented it every month and it was always changing, I wouldn't really trust that because I find that to be wishy-washy. I want something that stands the test of time. I want something that even when newcomers come in, they're still, they're still top dog. I don't want something that, oh, there's a new fragrance that came in. Now all of a sudden that's the best. And a new scent comes in. Now that's the best. To me, at least I don't find it to be as credible, and I want to remain as authentic with you all as possible. So starting with number 5, I got Black Saffron by Redo. And this is actually a newcomer on this list. And let me say, the other 4 fragrances you're going to hear me mention, I wore those a lot. This is the only scent I didn't wear as much in October until maybe a couple days ago, because we're finally starting to get that fall weather. Now it's sunny today, but the wind is just a little bit chilly. So I'm using the chilly winds as an excuse to finally wear more of my fall fragrances, because if the wind isn't chilly, wearing scents like this would just be nauseating. But I loved wearing Black Saffron these past couple of days because it's just this very gorgeous saffron smell in the opening. Of course, the name implies it, but the red berries are what just seal in this fragrance for me. It just makes it very fun. It livens up the scent. And then when that leather note hits in the dry down, it just kind of wraps you up and it smells so sexy and intoxicating. And thankfully, the leather here is wearable, because I've smelled a ton of leather fragrances and they all smell like somebody's couch, somebody's car seats, airplane seats. And I just don't want to smell like that, right? So for me, Black Saffron was definitely a game changer. And I do like the leather here. Do I love it more than the red berries? Absolutely not. But I think it just ties in really nicely. Now, even though I see this as a fragrance you can dress down, it kind of reads as more sophisticated to me, or a more, at least, I don't want to say fully upscale, but if you're dressed up in, let's say, a nice turtleneck or a nice coat and you're going somewhere with a group of people, or you're going on a date with your significant other, this is a fragrance that will just kind of take that look up to the next level, because it just smells so luxurious. It smells exquisite. It smells really, really good. And the longevity here does go over 8 hours. But this is not a beast mode fragrance, which I'm very thankful for. Because if this was a beast mode scent, it might be too intense for me and I wouldn't enjoy wearing it. But it's one of those fragrances when you smell in the air that it just kind of, it teases at you. It's not trying to get so much of your attention, but once it does, you're hooked on it. And I just love that about Black Saffron. Now we'll put a discount link in the description where you can find Black Saffron or samples of it. And it's global shipping, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can get your hands on this bottle and all of the fragrances that I'm going to mention. But love, love, love this scent. I can't wait for November because I will be wearing this a lot more often. Number 4 is, oh man. No, it was this one. It was this one. Sedro by Mancera. If you remember, I think I made this video back on October 6th. Right? So I made this video saying that I've been wearing this fragrance all of October, and we were maybe like 6 days into October, and nonstop, it was all about Sedro. Every single day. Like I've said so many times before, this is a scent that once I wear it, the next week, it's all I wear. And I love this fragrance because it's a fresh scent with performance. And I'm not talking about 5-hour performance. 8-hour performance, 12-hour performance. I am talking 24 hours of performance. I've tried scrubbing this off my skin. It doesn't want to leave. This is the screw cap version of the fragrance though. And I need to specify that because there are people that have the magnetic cap that tell me, I don't get the performance you do. I think mine is reformulated. So I just want to be very specific about the bottle I have. It's a screw cap. Bought it back in 2020 for $60. And now I've seen this for like $250, $210. But yeah, really, really nice fragrance. Now, what does it smell like? Very fruity in the opening. Kind of reminds me of Jamba Juice, just a little bit. The dry down, very woody. Now, this is a more masculine fragrance. With black saffron, very unisex. You can be like a femme fatale, it's like a femme fatale scent on a woman, on a guy. It can go a little bit more masculine. So whoever wants to wear that can. But Sedro Posay, it's marketed unisex, but to me, it definitely goes more in the masculine direction. Now, this is just so sexy to the feminine nose. You wouldn't believe. Every single woman that has smelled this on me has just loved it, has fawned over it, right? It's just this scent that the eyes are closed, the nose is in your neck, and they're just deep sniffing you. That is the reaction I get whenever I wear Sedro Posay and I hug somebody. But with guys, it's a bit different. I think somebody said it reminded them of like a shaving cream, you know? So with guys, they liked it, but they didn't love it the way the ladies did. So if you're somebody that wants great reactions from women, wherever you are, then this is a nice scent right here. I really love Sedro Posay, but I go through waves of it. You know, it comes crashing down on me. And then later on, when the waves start to pull back, I kind of go back to my tried and true fragrances that I've been wearing for these past, like, maybe 4 to 6 months from now. So yeah, the first week of October, nothing could get me away from the scent. It was all I was wearing. All right, so that's the 4th spot. The 3rd spot, now this is more accurate, is Salt and Pepper by Precious Liquid. Around October 7th, October 8th, I started wearing this scent again, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is it. This is the one. And I love this fragrance so much because it's perfect, first of all, for the warm weather. And I know I can wear this year round. Like I've said, the sun is out here. I don't see snow. I hardly ever see any rain. So it's pretty warm where I'm at. And this fragrance does really well in warm weather. It smells very peppery, more peppery than salty, I should say. It's not super peppery. And then it has that ambroxan in the base to really kind of push off this fragrance. And similar to Sedro Posay, this is something that is just so good to the feminine nose. So the masculine nose, I can't really speak on that. It's a different story from the dudes that have messaged me after they themselves have bought this fragrance. A lot of them have actually liked it, but there have been some that are like, oh no, like this doesn't smell, like this isn't sexy, blah, 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 blah. And that's their opinion, and it's totally valid, of course, but I don't know, since the jump with this fragrance, I've said that this is something you get if you want to smell sexy to women. You know, this isn't really what I find as like a sexy to men scent, like Herod. You know, if you want something that you yourself will enjoy as a guy, I think Herod would be, you know, a better option. But if you want something that literally makes women weak in the knees, then you get Salt and Pepper. But, oh yeah. Damn. I have gotten a lot of compliments with this fragrance from people I know, but strangers. Like there have been women that have stopped me and asked me what I was wearing because they wrote it down. They're like, oh, you smell so good. They want to get it for their partner. Sometimes they themselves want to wear it. There have been women that have DM'd me after they have got this fragrance and they themselves are wearing it. And they're like, oh man, I really, really love this scent. And there have been other women that are like, oh my God, I bought it. And I put it on my man and I love it so, so much. It's the best thing he's ever worn. So it's just a nice, high quality niche fragrance with that mass appeal. I do not recommend this for fragrance niche heads that want the most unique smell. You're not going to be satisfied with this. This is for the mass appeal right here. Now, in 2nd place, Elysium. I love Elysium. Still my favorite Raja fragrance till this day. Nothing has come close to it from the house of Raja Parfums. And I wish there was another scent like this, but I know that this isn't really something that they specialize in. They're more into the whole like things like Creation E, you know, those type of fragrances. But I cannot get enough of Elysium. All right, so this fragrance is also fruity. It kind of smells pineapple-y on me, and I have to specify, not like the Creed Aventus pineapple-y, but literally like a pineapple cocktail on my skin. Somebody's told me I smelled like fresh pineapples in the best way. And this is just a huge crowd pleaser for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're a woman, doesn't matter if you're a guy. This gets compliments from every single person. And this is one of those scents that I believe is marketed as a masculine fragrance, but I find this to be super unisex. With Salt and Pepper, it's marketed as unisex, but more masculine. With Elysium, marketed masculine, more unisex. And whenever my girlfriend sees this bottle in my collection, she always calls it, she's like, yeah, that's our Elysium, because she loves to wear this thing so much. So like I said, even if you're the most feminine woman, if you want to give this one a try, go for it. It's just this very fresh fragrance that you can't be mad at. I think the only thing people would be mad at with this scent is maybe performance, if it doesn't perform well on their skin, and if it's too basic. But those are the type of comments you'll get, again, from maybe niche connoisseurs, not from people that don't care much about fragrances. And the people that don't care much about fragrances are the ones you're going to be running into. So I've worn this to a lot of lunches. I've worn this to the park. I've worn it when like hanging out with people. And I'm always asked with the question, what are you wearing? Where can I buy it? But they don't actually end up buying it because they don't know the pricing of niche fragrances. And when they see it, they look distraught. But it's a scent everybody wants to wear, but they don't know how and where to get their hands on it. So be the person that gets their hands on it, wear it, and smell like the best person in the room with Elysium. It's so, so good. And on me, I do get amazing performance with this. I'm not gonna lie. I still get compliments after 7 to 8 hours with Elysium. So it could be my skin chemistry with it. I don't know, but it just lasts on me for a good amount of time. And finally, my number one spot, October 2022, Afternoon Swim. I mean, Afternoon Swim, I love this scent. Ever since my girlfriend got me this, and actually ever since she got me the sample of it, I have just been so in love with this fragrance. It smells like a simple orangey scent, which is like a Sex in a Bottle type of fragrance. It's simplistic, but it does the job. You cannot deny the sex appeal this fragrance has to the feminine nose at all. Now, this also is a unisex fragrance, so ladies, give this one a shot if you want to smell fresh and sexy. But this has definitely been my signature scent. Ever since I first got the bottle or first got the sample of it, I would wear this all the time. The people around me know me for this scent, and I'm like, it's slowly just kind of going down, and part of me wants to preserve some of it because I'm like, oh shit, it's you know, it's getting halfway, you know, but I know that when I refill it, I think it's half off. If you refill it at the Louis stores, you get half off when you bring your bottle. But God, I love this scent. Performance here, also not the best, but the thing is I wear this with Molecule 01, so I smell it on myself all day, and I really, really love that. But like I said, this is my signature scent. I would say it really, the last three that I mentioned, all kind of go in rotation, but this just has a very, very special place in my heart. Whenever I wear it again, it's kind of like Sedro, but it happens more often, you know? Like Sedro comes in very intense, but Afternoon Swim is very consistent. And with Elysium and Salt and Pepper, that is just literally a hair behind this fragrance, like a step behind it. Because even if I don't wear Afternoon Swim for maybe a couple days or something and I'm wearing those two, I can run those two into the ground 1,000%. But this is my number one for October. God, I love this scent. It smells really good with like a white t-shirt. I know white t-shirts don't really have a smell, but the whole vibe of it, wearing this with a white shirt, it just hits. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what your top 5 fragrances are for October 2022. And again, the discount link where you can find all these fragrances for global shipping is going to be in the description. All right, have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye.